Dark posts. Ooh, I know what you're thinking. Really dark, scurrilous, insidious. No, I'm just kidding. People really used to call Facebook adverts dark posts because, as opposed to boosting posts, dark posts were things that were behind the scenes, using custom audiences to get your message across. This week, we're talking about back to basics Facebook. It's still a great tool. It's still a massive audience. So why aren't you using it more? Welcome to Weekly Marketing Thoughts with CTG Intelligence, your weekly look at marketing, PR, business development for your business and your career. Please hit that thumbs up button below and click subscribe for content just like this. So this week, we're thinking of the why, the who, and then the how of Facebook and Facebook posting. It's true, everybody's got an account, but have you been neglecting it because you've been enamored by TikTok lately? Or maybe you've thought, I know, LinkedIn is the place to go. And it's true. These places are the places to go. But Facebook is still frequented by a huge group of people who are probably your customer. I know what you're thinking, oh, Facebook's for like the 40 to 60-year-olds. Hey, but actually, aren't those the people that you often want to sell to? So let's get into it. Let's think of why. Why would you want to communicate to this group of people? Let's say you want to get through to some executive protection agency owners, or you want to get through to some CISOs who are really, really tired of being tapped up on LinkedIn. I guess you're going to want to speak to them on Facebook for two major reasons. Well, one, always brand. Brand can be built over years. And this is, I know, back to the distinction between PR and marketing. Marketing's a gray area, really, if you think about it. It's in between PR, advertising, and business development. It's kind of in that sweet spot where you spend money on marketing and you want an immediate result. But the immediate result doesn't often come. So anyway, we still do marketing, even though it's a bit of a gray area. But so we're always branding on Facebook. We're always giving something to the community, shaping our brand. But then again, you might have a specific goal. It could be to sell tickets to your event. It could be to sell a product. It could be to generate leads for a high value service. And actually, Facebook is quite underpriced at the moment. Not as underpriced as it was at the beginning of the lockdowns. Back in 2015, you could really get less than 1p per click for sending out an advert. And when I say advert, I don't just mean boost post, right? You don't just create the post, click boost. It's very effective. Don't get me wrong, that's still effective. But I'm talking about going to the ad center and creating segmented audiences. So that brings us on to the who. Who is your customer? Everyone. No, not everyone. If it's everyone, it's no one. Okay. Or, yeah, sure, like you're a major fizzy drinks manufacturer, then everyone is your customer, but they still segment everyone into different groups. What is the value of that customer? Now, you don't have to tell me, you have to tell yourself. Obviously, this is a video, so it's quite one-sided. But how much is that one deal going to be worth to you? Let's say someone uses your executive protection speciality of going to the Central African Republic. Right? It's quite a niche service. Let's say each deal is worth 10, 20, 40,000 pounds. If you spend £1.99 on your Facebook adverts, it's not quite gonna work, because you need to match up your spending for the return you're looking for. But anyway, what are their likes and dislikes? I don't mean to be, get creepy and say they like this LA Dodgers baseball team, but generally speaking, what does the executive protection world like? Do they like fluffy kittens? I mean, maybe some do, but a lot of them do like good news stories about success in the community. So why would you deprive them of that? If you're going after someone from the DEF CON cyber universe, they like stickers, they like kitschy stuff, they like unique experiences. So you begin to get a flavor of what you might offer them, because after all, advertising on Facebook is all well and good, but you've got to be offering some value. And then how would you segment your audience? Of course, you can segment it by country, and therefore maybe language if you really want, right? But segment it by country, maybe geography, and don't get lazy. I know I've been lazy, but I'm telling you not to get lazy. Think about how someone in Colorado might want more news about Denver and the Rockies than perhaps someone in the Washington, D.C. area, right? So you're going to have different messages for different campaigns. That brings us on to the how. Again, go to the ad center. Don't just boost the post, and think about how your message is going to be specifically bringing value to each custom audience. I know you can do this on LinkedIn, but you'll really spend thousands of pounds getting to exactly the right person on LinkedIn. I don't doubt it, but you can spend hundreds of pounds or even just £10 getting to roughly the right sort of person in a very segmented way. Top tip, go with their automatic placements feature. Don't try and do it yourself unless you're in a marketing agency. Video does really well. Death by Zoom with many screens, not so much. But if you were to make an actual video, or even just do a piece to camera like this, that does well. People pick up on it. But you can be creative. Like you want to sell an event to a cyber event. Don't use a really stupidly cheesy cyber image, or worse, that stupid guy with the hood being the hacker. No. Think about what they might like. Around Thanksgiving, why don't you put a big Thanksgiving feast as your image? Because there's a lot of images from Getty Images that Facebook ads lets you use, and they pay the royalty to Getty for you. So that's a nice feature. Don't go with the obvious image. I've asked people to consider looking at my agenda to a conference with a nice mug full of coffee with a sunset, and it's trying to get across what I'm trying to get across, which is, hey, this is relaxed. Do you want to check the agenda out? And also, once you're running those ads, don't get overly enthusiastic and say it's doing so well, but have a look at the ad frequency, and it's got an ad frequency of 20 times. So that means it's popping up on people's feed 20 times, and therefore you're annoying people because they're not clicking, or it's taking that many times to click. But above all this, fundamentally, what you're trying to do is drive them to take action. If you're a top fizzy drinks manufacturer, yes, it's a really long-term game. You might want to associate your brand with an animal, right? But I don't think that's quite you, right? You want them to look at something. You want to drive traffic somewhere, drive engagement somewhere. And believe it or not, the Facebook platform is very good at guessing what you want, and it's very good at helping you. But if you don't ask, you don't really get. Don't bury your ask as well. Here, I would like you to take the final steps of, no, you've lost them. What a great audience, speaker faculty we've got, and put the link. Would love to show it to you, boom. Or something even more direct, like check out the agenda. And don't forget those little view more or register now or take more action. Anyway, look, again, and I probably should have said this at the beginning, if you're well into Facebook, you're going to look at me and say, what do you know? Well, exactly, these are my marketing thoughts based on what I do. But if you've neglected your Facebook account, and of course your Facebook page in this respect, don't neglect it. Keep it going. Keep it chugging away. There's a massive community of people there, very, very active. Bring value. Don't sell. There's nothing worse than at the moment LinkedIn, someone links with you, and the first thing out of the mouth is, I want. I mean, admittedly, sometimes I want to invite someone as a speaker. It's a bit different than I'm actually exchanging some value. I'm saying, hey, look, you can have this platform and you can get your message across. So at least I'm bringing some value that way. But Facebook is a neglected area. And sure, the cost per click has gone up since lockdown. There were a few golden weeks when I suddenly found myself being able to get under 1 pence per click or 1 cent per click. That's no longer the case, but it's still there for you. Anyway, slightly longer rant, a few more specific things to say to you this week. The why, the who, the how, take action, videos, ad frequency, automatic placements, and segment. Don't get lazy with the segmentation. That's all for this week. Please hit that thumbs up button below and click subscribe for content such as this. And I look forward to seeing you next week.